Hello, I'm Sheat, Director of Education, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about being a governor in one of our church schools in Suffolk. We've got 87 church schools right across Suffolk, so there's bound to be one not far from you, whether you live in a town or a village. Most of them are primary schools, a couple are secondary, an increasing number are academies, but in all of our schools we need really good governors who are going to help the schools succeed. The Church of England's vision for education is all about children flourishing, achieving the best of their ability, living life in all its fullness, and it's a glorious vision worked out at schools across the land. Governors play an important part in that, and as at all schools, there are three core things that governors do on their governing bodies. They set the direction of the school, the ethos. They make sure that the school's going in the right direction. They make sure that money is well spent and used for the education of pupils. And perhaps most importantly, they make sure standards are really high and they hold staff to account for those standards. In terms of church schools, we've got a particular type of governor that we're looking at. We appoint about 300 foundation governors, and they're called foundation governors because it links back to the foundations on which the school was built, the trustee, the foundational trust on which the school was set up to educate its children. It's a very special role. Foundation governors do all that other governors do, but they also have a particular care for the church's role in education and for the school enabling pupils to flourish. There'll be other types of governors on the governing body, parents, staff, elected by fellow parents and staff. There'll be co-opted governors from the community, there'll be the head teacher, and you might expect to see perhaps 8 to 14 governors around the table. And the best governing bodies work really effectively as a team, perhaps delegating responsibility to committees or to individuals who will take responsibility for something and report back at a future meeting. In terms of how often governors meet, they tend to meet twice a term, and those meetings can be at the school's deciding, but usually after school perhaps or into the evening, and you might expect them to last a couple of hours at a time. So as a minimum commitment, we'd be looking for governors who've got the time to commit to not only come to meetings, perhaps sit on a committee, but also get into the school to really get to know it. And one of the best ways of doing that is to do a learning walk, to walk around the school with the head teacher, perhaps with another governor too, and to look at aspects of the children's learning, perhaps look at how their work is marked, to look at how they're taught to read, perhaps to hear them read, to talk to the children about their experience of school, to really get to know it, so that at meetings you can really play a part in supporting the school but also challenging it. And that's what governors are there for, not to be operational but to be strategic and to support and challenge. In terms of the sort of skills that we look for, I think the best governing bodies have a really good mix of different skills, different backgrounds, different professions. We've got lawyers and accountants and doctors and all sorts who make up our governing bodies. So whatever your background, whatever your skills and experience, bring your faith, bring your life, bring all of your experience to the table and find a real satisfaction in working with others for the good of the local school. It's something I've done for a number of years, and I can speak from experience of, yes, there are papers to read, there are meetings to attend, but it's one of the most rewarding things you can do as a volunteer. If you'd like to get involved or find out more, do have a look on our website. There's lots of information, there's a form to fill in, or if you'd just like to pick up the phone and find out a little bit more, and find out perhaps if there's a vacancy at a school near you, please do phone us on 01473 298 570. We'd love to hear from you and hope to see you at one of our schools very soon.